Hey folks, it's Barefoot Ken here, and what I'm showing you in this short video is the formal layout for my gear for the next leg of my John Muir Trail hike. I'll be out for almost 2.5 weeks, and the first thing I'm going to tell you is that this is going to be, when I'm carrying a full 6 days worth of food, this is going to be at most 25, 26 pounds. And I'm not talking base weight, I'm talking total weight, including my clothing, my hat, my sunglasses. And when I'm running low on food to a day or two, it'll be under 20 pounds. So I thought it'd be helpful, for people who are day hikers or maybe trail runners and are interested in backpacking or through hiking, just to get a little sense of the kind of gear that can help you get out on the trail in a comfortable way and enjoy the trail without being burdened with 50 pounds of stuff you don't need. So let me show you what I've got. Before I do that, though, I'm going to quote Earl Schaefer, who was the first person to through hike the Appalachian Trail, I think in the late 40s. He was a former soldier, and he has a great quote. He said, "Carry as little as possible, but choose that little with care." So that's the whole art to this, because if you overburden yourself, it's going to be a risk issue. You're going to get fatigued, and you're not going to have a great time. So let me show you what I've got here. This is a Z-Pack ultralight pack with at least 50 liters capacity. It weighs 1.25 pounds. It's a little bit more expensive, and it's a little bit more delicate, but that saves you a lot of weight. My other pack is like 5 pounds. Here's some lightweight shoes just for backup. They'll be in the bottom of my pack. Let's talk water. 1 bottle. On the John Muir Trail, I'll typically have only a couple swallows of water in it. Water is super heavy. And on the John Muir Trail, you're at most going to be 5 miles between water sources. So maybe I'll carry a little bit more during the heat of the day. But I've got friends who carry 1, 2, 3, 4 liters. That's 5, 10 pounds of water. And sure, in the desert, you might need to do that. But why do that when there's abundant streams and lakes on the John Muir Trail? Here's a thermarest. It is trimmed down. You don't need the full size. So to save yourself a couple ounces there. Here's a 32 degree rated sleeping bag in the stuff sack. By the way, 32 is a survival rating, not a comfort rating, but I have slept in that in the 20s and I survived. And I have plenty of warm gear to wear in the sleeping bag as well as if it gets cold. There's a lightweight tarp. It's I use that single trekking pole as the tent stake. It does not have a bottom, and I don't even use at this point a mat anymore. And the reason is, if you get flooded out, that mat's not going to save you. And at least in the Sierra in California, the ground is very dry and absorbent. So you're camping on sand or absorbent dirt, and with this foam pad, it keeps the sleeping bag out of the dirt, and I really don't think I need much of anything else. Bear canister. I'm not showing you food, but that's a requirement out here. Let's talk clothing. In the high Sierra in California, even in August, you're at elevations of 8,000 to 15,000 feet. It can get very cold and get very stormy. So I'm not cutting any corners on warm gear. I've got socks, a warm hat, neck buff, wool top and bottom, a very nice fluffy down jacket, Gore-Tex bottom and top. And this has all been tested, and the Gore-Tex is pretty good. It doesn't leak much at all. Here's the clothing I'll be wearing during the day. A nice hat to keep the sun off me, and a sun shirt too, which even has a hood. And because of this, I don't need to wear very much sunscreen. A little bit on the nose and cheeks, and that's about it. I've got permit, route plan, maps, always a compass to make sure you're oriented. A little bit of electronics, a lightweight solar panel, battery, and some cords. And that's really only because I like to take a lot of pictures. And then finally, a few other odds and ends here. A really nice, powerful light with which takes photovoltaic CR123A batteries. Last a whole week. It lasts much longer than the AAA you see in most headlamps, and you can dial it up to a very bright level as well. A little stove, very lightweight cup, and then a bag of some first aid supplies. So that's pretty much it. And, you lay it out to make sure you've got everything. You test everything to make sure it's operable. That solar panel and the battery is new, and it took me a while to figure out how that stuff worked. But now everything is ready to go. And I'm actually really excited and feeling really confident with my kit for the next 2.5 weeks on the John Muir Trail. So I hope this is helpful if you're thinking about getting into this kind of sport, and see you on the trails.